power of a man in the family is the key to the family. Matter of fact, the word husband is from two words put together. Write them down. It's the word house bond. One who bonds the house together. If you are the husband, your job is like glue. You're supposed to glue the whole family together. You are responsible for gluing the family together. You are the housebond.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Common Damn Sense Podcast. Glad y'all able to come through. Please like, subscribe, and share and comment. If you agree or disagree, whatever the case may be, just go ahead and comment for me so we can discuss things a little bit further. All right. Look, man, I want to discuss a topic that has got a lot of women, especially, kind of tripping right now. They're tripping real hard. You know what I'm saying? They're tripping real hard. All right. It's about marriage and what a woman's role in the marriage is. And I'm like, a woman's role in the marriage is not the same as a man's role, right? And I think a lot of people can agree with that. But the problem is where the power lies. You understand what I'm saying? The power is are we supposed to be equal, or is there supposed to be some kind of headship? And I'm a firm believer, based on me being a husband, one, and number two, what the Bible says, because I look at everything from a biblical worldview. I don't have a secular worldview of anything, right? If I'm wrong about something, I know why I'm wrong, because the Bible said it was wrong, right? So a man and woman in a marriage is not supposed to be the head. And let me say this too. There is no equality in anything, even in your own body. One hand is bigger than the other one. One chest piece is bigger than the other one. Men, one testicle is bigger than the other one, right? Your left sometimes is bigger than your right, and your right sometimes bigger than your left. There's no equality, in this world, right? So there is no equality when you go to work. You're gonna have a supervisor. You're gonna have a boss, right? When you go to, if you're a part of a team, right? You're gonna have a coach. You're gonna have players that are more superior than you. You're gonna have players that are below you, right? There is no equality in anything. So why do we think that there should be equality in a marriage, especially when God teaches us there is a hierarchy? There is God, there is a man, and then there is a woman who came from the man, right? There's a hierarchy. So this is my problem when women say we're equal partners. First of all, we're physically not equal. You can't whoop a man. You can't whoop, if there's a dangerous issue, the man is there to protect you. That's part of a husband's job, is to protect, to lead, to provide, right? We're in the culture now where women think they can do what men do, and you all simply cannot do that. However, let's get into Dr. Miles Monroe. He is amazing. So I'm going to put this on the screen real quick. Give me just a second so I can put this up for you. Women, you need to understand your role as a wife is not to be a husband. Your role is to be a wife, right? So here we go. Let's see if I can find it. Give me just a second real quick. Let me do what I need to do. Let's see here. All right, go here. Oops. Now I want y'all to watch this right here, okay? I'm gonna play a little bit of it, then I'm gonna stop, comment, play some more.
I want you to write the word husband down. We got to be careful with this. I was looking at this word the other day, and I realized that the power of a man in the family is the key to the family. Matter of fact, the word husband is from two words put together. Write them down. It's the word house bond. One who bonds the house together.
I'm gonna stop right there for a second. Let me say this real quick. A lot of women think they want to leave their husbands. 80% of all divorces are filed by women, at least. So let's get this understand. You are the husband. You are leaving what bonds the house together. And so when your kids are affected by it, when you are affected by it, understand and know this is your doing. You cannot have a functioning house without having a husband. That's just part of what it is. But I'll carry on.
If you are the husband, your job is like glue. You're supposed to glue the whole family together. You are responsible for gluing the family together. You are the houseborn. That's why they call you a father. The word father is the Hebrew word Abba. It means source and sustainer. Not just the sauce, you got to sustain what you're sauced. Yeah. That's my baby. Good. Are you paying for the school of that baby? Are you feeding that child? Oh, by the way, did you know that women are your baby too?
Oh, you don't like that, ladies. You ain't gonna like that. Women are your babies too. That's husband responsibility is massive. Like a lot of women don't really understand, being a husband, like you could try to be a single mom and all that. It does not compare to being a husband. And this is why you need to respect your husband. He go out and work and try to sustain his family and do everything he needs to do to be a good husband. You ladies, you need to realize you need a good husband. That's what you need.
God did not take women from the soil. He went inside the male and pulled out a female. That's what I like about God. In other words, the male came out of the male, but he built the male to make it a female. So a real female is a female because she has a womb to carry the fetus. You are a female if you got a fetus capacity.
Those are facts. Those are facts. So all this trans stuff going on, you can't convert from being a man to a woman or a woman to a man, right? Women have a specific gift that makes them women that a man can never achieve. But that's neither here nor there.
So you can break your wrists,
Uh-oh.
wear your earrings,
Uh-oh.
have a ponytail, but if
Uh-oh.
you ain't got no womb, you are a brother.
Back.
Your job is to sustain your baby.
That's right.
The woman came out of man, not man out of woman. Paul was clear. That means the female in your life is your baby. That's why
Uh-oh.
it's natural for man to call his wife baby. It's in your genes. She's your baby. That means you must feed her, clothe her, protect her, counsel her, provide for her, feed. You got to do everything for her. Why?
Baby.
She's your baby. No, all you want is sex. That's your problem. The house should be bonded together by the house bond. The family is like a business corporation. The father is the president. The wife, vice president.
Facts.
The children, the board members.
Facts.
Neighbors, clients.
Facts. That be in your business too, don't it?
Now, look at those words carefully. You are what? The president. That means you preside. You don't own or control. You preside.
And let me say this about this. Being the president of a home doesn't mean you're a dictator, right? You just preside over it. You make the final decision. Like it's not like you don't get input from the wife and the wife some kind of person that just get messed over all the time. No, you get input from the wife. You have your own input, pray about it, or whatever the case may be, and then the husband makes the final decision. And if the wife don't like the final decision, that's fine, but she ain't got to fix the problem. He do, right? So, women, you need to learn how to rest in your femininity and rest with a man that you feel comfortable with leading you. I'll keep going.
over the house. Who's your wife? Vice president. That means you don't act without getting advice from your wife as well. Oh, I'm in trouble now, see? And your children are on what? The board. That means you inform them of what you're doing and why you're doing it. If you're going to burn the house together, it has to be a corporate effort. Management of the home is the greatest test of a man's leadership. What did I say? I can't hear you. Say it again. Management of the home is the greatest test of a man's leadership.
Now, I will say this as far as that's concerned. Unfortunately, we live in a society where women can leave just for any reason, just because they're not happy. Not because you got cheated on or for some kind of physical abuse. You all can just leave for no reason, right? Because you're temporarily not happy. And that kind of negates the power of the husband, because if the husband can be handicapped at any time, then what power does he have, right? So 80% of all divorces are filed by women, and you all are breaking up your homes because of some kind of small "I'm not happy" reason or whatever case may be. But understand, you have children in a lot of cases. You are just breaking up your home willy-nilly like it's not a big deal. But look at the community that we have, right? So we're the best at being the worst in any statistical category because we don't have solid families anymore. But keep going.
That's why the Apostle Paul says, look, if you want to come into God's house and sit in this pulpit, he said, first you must manage your own home well. There's some men who want to build a house of God, but they can't build their own house. There are men who counsel other people's kids but lose their own kids. Some men spend more time with other women than with their wives, and they call it counseling. Y'all don't.
Well, this is as far as I'm gonna go with that, because he started talking about like ministry and all that type of stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about just a general marriage in general. Because most men ain't trying to start a ministry. Most men are not trying to, do all that. But I want our women to understand that you need to be a wife, not a husband. Your job and your role is not to be husband. Your job is to be a wife. Be that wife for your husband. All right. Please, like I said, like, subscribe, and share. And we're going to make our community a strong community. Once again, signing off. This is D'Angelo with Coming Down Sense Podcast. Y'all have a blessed one. All right.